You can access the entire episode now on our website, forbiddenknowledge.news, Rokfin, Rumble, and all podcast platforms. To the best of your ability, let's go over what is unfolding in our reality during this era. Try and give us a complete picture of this spiritual extraterrestrial war that we are in the midst of right now.
Put it simply and easily, Battle of Armageddon. This has been foretold for thousands of years. Battle of Armageddon. Not even trying to be dramatic about it. This is just literally the foretold Book of Revelation, Battle of Armageddon. From the 7 hills of Armageddon, Israel, Battle of Jerusalem, the nations of Gog and Magog, et cetera, et cetera. So if you want to see it from that angle, which I know a lot of people have, like, the background in already, see it from that angle. If not, easy way to research it spiritually is the idea of the Battle of Armageddon, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, seeing what they represent, seeing what this all in context represents with the battle of the Antichrist and the Christ spirit, or like in the Dead Sea Scrolls, they call it the Belial, the army of hell, and then the army of heaven, and what this all relates to translate that into the world of the secret space program and UFOs and man-made military conspiracies and the occult societies, the Illuminati, that I like to focus on. The heavenly armies are these secret space programs, these extraterrestrial armies. These hellish forces are subterranean terrestrials, crypto-terrestrials, ancient species and races of their own that live in the subterranean core of the earth, as well as elsewhere. They're literally in a war. We're caught in the middle. That's the idea of choosing who you serve, because it's basically some societies, some occult societies serve these reptilian forces, and the reptilian idea of the dragon, the great dragon, it's almost literally on the nose that these reptilian beings, and that's why I didn't want to explain the different races for an hour, because everyone already knows the Greys, the Nordics, the reptilians. Nothing new added, nothing new under the sun. All of this is verifiable and recorded through decades of hundreds of different accounts that people who didn't know each other, and people say, oh, it's this mass cultural, people who didn't know each other, who never even speak the same language, are reporting the same extraterrestrials almost over and over again. And they have agendas, and it's very clear they do. So yeah, these subterranean reptilians, versions of hell, dinosaur, evil, dragons, stuff like that, versions of heaven, Ashtar High Command, Nordics. What is more heavenly than this concept of these crystal-like beings who have this power of, time travel and teleportation? They're very angelic. That's the Battle of Armageddon. And this is what's happening. It's basically this extraterrestrial host, this armada is approaching Earth and is about to fully colonize and liberate Earth from its former evil masters of this reptilian nature. The world of man, which is caught in the middle, is divided between servants of one and servants of the other. The Battle of Armageddon will place out in the Middle East, around where it's canonically told, but it'll be a global matter. It'll be a decisive battle. It'll be the casting into the pit, the casting into the lake of fire, / full destruction of the enemy, basically. And then what happens is the millennial reign of heaven. And if you read to most people don't read to the end of Revelation. Everyone's just like, oh, bad thing, bad thing, bad thing. And at the end, what happens is evil is punished. The good survive. The good just have to endure the hardship, but the good will survive. And then are given utopia by the heavenly host, Christ, Spirit, God, who returns in the millennial temple, which is a spaceship. It's the New Jerusalem is a spaceship. It appears to the earth like a bridegroom. And when this lands, it lands on a mountaintop, and it basically creates the interstellar future, the spacefaring, the post-contact future of Earth. And that's where basically the literal Holy Bible ends in the Christian canon. Now, you can represent that in the Islamic canon and the Dead Sea Scrolls canon, but this Abrahamic prophecy, if you ask me, what bridged the occult, the spiritual, and the military and the secret space program, the UFO all together, that would be it. This is 100% how it plays out. And this is what you're seeing right now when you click on the news, when you see things happening in every nation the way they're happening.
Mm.
It's because this is the mundane version, the mundane expression of those tensions, of those forces, of that manifestation. And yeah, exactly. We've been in this process solidly, so it's not just starting. We're in the middle of it. We are fully in the middle of Book of Revelations level prophecy and stuff like that. This is fully on, like, you know, you're seeing it happen. You're seeing it happen in real time. There's no reversing it, out of it. We're just observers to it. If we're playing our part as designed and as destined, then do your best. But we're in it. We're in it.
So the quote unquote disclosure coming from our government and media is a revelation of some of the things that we could be experiencing in the near future. Is that right?
It's not so much that they will ever want to have disclosed this incarnation of the government, it's that they will no longer be able to hide it. Now, anyone with Twitter or Telegram or any internet access at all can look up UFO videos that are coming out like every day around the world. The big argument that skeptics say stupidly is, well, if everyone has a cell phone, where are all the videos? There are literally thousands of UFO videos uploaded every week from around every country in the world, right? Like, it's so much the point that I used to do this, like upload videos. I can't even keep up with it anymore. I've uploaded over 10,000 unique alien UFO videos and extraterrestrial beings, like beings recorded and stuff like that, cryptids, all that dark paranormal magic, like true levels of psychokinesis, you know, remote viewing, evidence for all this stuff, right? Evidence of spirits, the spirit world, subterranean beings, deep underground bases, all of it's true. And the videos are out there. The dark web is real. They can't stop it. They know they can't stop it, short of cutting off the entire internet. And unless they really plunge us into a dark age and do that Alex Jones type, everyone's going to a concentration camp stuff, they short of that, they cannot keep the truth. Short of basically forcing us all to look down, as in the movie, like Look Up, forcing us all to, like, you know, if all we have to do is look for ourselves and see the truth, the government has no authority on the truth. The government has no authority, not one ability to control what a man thinks. They cannot control public opinion. They cannot control personal faith. They cannot control personal knowledge. The idea that they can disclose anything is how they want you to think. The point is, you find out the truth and you say, I'm not voting for you anymore. You're not my government. I don't have to listen to your laws because you're a moron if you don't believe that what I'm looking at is real. I see an alien, I see the UFO, and if you're not disclosing it, if you're not ahead of that, then you're just be immediately disqualified from any authority. So what they're going to do is say, yes, aliens are real, but they're a threat. Now, I believe they'll say a threat rather than they're their friends, because they're dark side, negative, reptilian-controlled archonic entities. And I believe that is 100% the case. I believe that there's good people in our government, but the government, the United States, the world government is evil. All material world nations are evil. The secret space program is not the nations of the world. Nations of the world are the enemies of the secret space program. They will be the human armies literally going to war with reptilians against the Ashtar High Command, the Pleiadians, the Nordics, the Andromedans, the good aliens, the good extraterrestrials, the Lyrans, the ones that seek to liberate us and to kind of make us reach our potential as a species. And the war will be saying that these are the evil ones because they're coming from space to invade us. But the other extraterrestrials are good because they're from the Earth. They're from the reptilians. They'll say, we knew about the reptilians. They're a secret species. We've had deals with them. They're the good ones. And they'll try to confuse good with evil, evil with good. And you'll have the army of humans serving Satan, and it'll be literally like that, just a giant red dragon with horns and everything. And they'll be like, no, the dragon is good. The dragon is who we want to serve. The dragon will help us fight the aliens. And the aliens will be the actual aliens of good, the angelic host, the ones with, like, the white auras and the abilities to, time travel and